The effects were devastating. He killed and maimed and became, in a split second, a suicide bomber. He was born and brought up on these streets. His parents had come from Libya, having fled the Gaddafi regime. We now know that just days before the attack on Manchester, Abedi flew into the UK from Libya. He passed through security without raising any alarm, and between entering the country and arriving at the arena, had taken possession of a bomb.
I think it's very clear that this is a network that we are investigating, and as I said, it continues at a pace. There's extensive investigations going on and activity taking place across Greater Manchester as we speak.
To a terror cell based here in Manchester that was put together by Britain's most prolific IS recruiter. Nick Martin has this exclusive report.
Salman Abedi wasn't a lone wolf, and his attack was not out of the blue. He had connections with a known group of young men already radicalised in Manchester. These relationships were formed on the housing estates to the south of the city, where the men grew up, went to school and hung out. In the mosques they prayed together and developed similar views about the world. For a year, Sky News has been investigating why a significant number of young men and women have been radicalised in Manchester. It started when we were handed thousands of documents containing names, addresses, telephone numbers and family contacts of Islamic State terrorists. And for the first time we were able to see the inner workings of the most brutal terror group in the world. There is one name that crops up time and time again, and that is the name of the key recruiter here in Manchester. It's Abu al-Kaka al-Brittani. His real name was Raphael Hosty, young, just 24, a graphic design student, a poet and a rapper. Then on the 9th of October 2013, he joined the Islamic State. Raphael Hosty is at the centre of the South Manchester terror cell. Our files show he was a major recruiter for the Islamic State and enlisted former RAF gunner Stephen Gray, electrical engineer Raymond Matimba, the former Guantanamo Bay detainee Ronald Fiddler, who killed himself in a suicide bomb attack in Mosul. They were all from the streets of South Manchester. Now counter-terrorism sources have told Sky News that Salman Abedi had not only connections to Hosty, but that they believe Hosty may have radicalised him.
This radicalisation process that we talk about is incredibly individualised. So what actually makes a person incredibly vulnerable is very unique to that person's lived experiences, their social networks, whereabouts they live, what their identities are, and those things really play into the radicalisation process. As a result, it means that there isn't a typical prototype.